Welcome to this week's video from Delhi Sustainable Farms. This week we're going to be showing you how to make beef broth using our soup bones or beef soup bones and then using an Instapot. So the first thing we're going to do today is we pull out our beef soup bones, so you can kind of see those here. We have already salted them on both sides. And what we're going to do first is we're going to roast them in the oven about 30 minutes on one side, flip them over about 20 minutes on the other side at 420 degrees. And that will just help kind of draw out some of that nutrients and start the process for us. Then we'll come back, cut up our vegetables, put everything in the Instapot with some water, and then let the Instapot cook on high pressure for about 75 minutes. So now that our beef bones are in the oven roasting, I'm going to use this time while we're waiting for those to cut up my vegetables. So I've already washed some celery, some carrots, and then I have a whole onion and a whole garlic. So for broth, we don't really need to peel anything. I'm just going to trim up the ends and then cut them into pieces so that they'll fit well in the Instapot with the bones. Now beef broth can be used for a variety of things. It can be used in soup. It can be used to make gravy. We sell our soup bones as just soup bones. Another way you could get soup bones, if you had bought like a quarter or half or whole beef from us, would be the short ribs. So if you had a package of those left over, you didn't have enough soup bones, you could use those. Or another place you could get some bones from is if you had a roast with a bone already in it, you could trim up the roast and leave just the bone with a little bit of meat around it. You might not get as much broth as we're going to make today with only one bone, but as you will see, or as you saw, we have two big bones that we're using today. It doesn't need to be finely chopped. I'm just trimming the ends and then probably going to cut this in thirds. Thirds should be plenty to fit in here with the bones. And then once I have that done, I will cut the onion probably in quarters, the garlic in half, and we will put all of that in here once our bones are ready. You don't even need to peel the onion. You can give it a wash. And then I'm going to cut ours in quarters today. All of this is going to give flavor to our broth. The peels have nutrients in them. Not peeling stuff can really help with that. So it's been 30 minutes and now you can see kind of what the roasting has done. It's definitely made them sizzle some, made some of the juices start to come out. So now I'm going to flip them over and put them back in the oven for another 20 minutes on the other side. Alright, so now our beef bones are out of the oven and they are ready to go in our Instapot. I did add a little bit of water to the bottom of this pan just to kind of release some of the stuck on juices that had come out of and drippings that had come out of these bones. That way I can put it all right into the Instapot. So I'm going to get these nice and close and put these right into my Instapot. Then I'm going to add all these vegetables. Today I'm going to use some just general steak and burger seasoning as well as some bay leaves to season this broth. You could probably go other ways with it, but this kind of makes it standard, and then you can use the broth for whatever you want to after this. So we used about 3.5 pounds of beef bones today. So it's making the fit in this Instant Pot a little tight. So I'm just trying to rearrange and make sure I can get it below the appropriate line. We want it to stay about 1 inch below the max fit line. All right, I think that will work. So next I'm going to season it. Put a couple bay leaves in here. And about a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Doesn't have to be exact. Loosen up some of these drippings in this pan, and then I'm going to pour this liquid that has all the good drippings in it so we don't lose any of our good flavor right into the Instant Pot. And then the last step, I'm just going to add water until it's about 1 inch below the fill line, the max fill line. We're going to put our lid on. Make sure you have your little nozzle turned to sealing. It's going to be on high pressure for 75 minutes. And we'll see you back in 75 minutes plus a natural pressure release and see what our broth looks like. Alright, so now our Instant Pot is done cooking, as well as a 30-minute natural release. So now I'm going to take out all the big pieces and see what's left in the broth. And then I'll strain it if I need to, and then we'll pour it into this bowl, see how much we made, and let you take a look at it. Alright, so now that I've pulled out all the big pieces, I'm going to go ahead and pour the rest through a strainer. There's definitely still some pieces of onion, some celery pieces, and some other stuff. So I'm going to try my best. Alright. So, let's see how much we have here. We have 7 cups of broth. So, give you an up close look at that, and then. Well, that's it for this week's video. Thank you for joining us and seeing how we make beef broth from our beef soup bones. If you have any questions, please comment those below. If there's anything else you'd like us to show you how to make, or if you have any other ideas for us, please also comment that below. Remember to like our video and subscribe to our page so that you stay up to date on all things that are going on with the farm, and check out our website for ways to purchase the products you see in our videos.